Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. Got some rain going on today. We're probably 60 degrees, but it's nice. So I got the door open. Hopefully you'll be able to see okay. We're jumping back on the F7 Kawasaki today. I got the frame sandblasted, painted. I think I've got almost all the black parts painted. I got a couple things still yet to go. And of course, I've got all the hardware plated, I think. I'm sure I'll run out of something, but we're going to give it a good old college try here to try to get some of the frame built up. So let me get you here and I'll show you what we've got. Okay, we've got the frame. I've been sorting out some of the bolts here, trying to get everything squared up. And I've got the back wheel in. This is how I tear them down. This is how I put them back together. It just is easier for me to lock the wheel into the stand and assemble the swing arm, and then assemble the swing arm onto the frame. And it just makes it a little bit easier for me. And once we get to there, then we can lift the center up and start putting forks in. So without further ado, let's see what we can get installed and built up today. I just wanted to show you some of the other black parts here and whatnot. Most all that stuff is taken care of. Probably have to touch up a few things here and there, but for the most part we should have enough to put things together for a little bit. Got some rain going on out here. Not too bad, but we need it. It's been really dry in this part of the country, except for a couple good snowstorms that we had. Okay, what else I got? I've got the 175 I've got to do some more work on. I think if you followed this channel, when we pulled the cylinder off and the seal out, we replaced the seals on the crank. The left-hand main bearing really felt loose, and when I got it started up, it even sounded loose, again worse even. So I talked to the owner, and he said go ahead and put the bearings in. So we'll be doing that, but today on to the Kawasaki F7. Okay, I just installed the swing arm bushings. Everything is greased up and ready to go there. I've got the triple tree all greased, and we'll be getting that in pretty quick too. I've got the other bearing all packed. But I think the first thing I want to do is try to go ahead and get the swing arm onto the rear wheel, and then we can back everything up and attach it to the frame. Let's see here. See if I've got enough stuff to do all this. Let's see, this should be the side for this to go through, I believe. A little fur for me, and of course I got to get the spacer in on the other side. Okay, get my two spacers in. It really is easier for me to do it this way, even though it seems like sometimes it's not. Okay, so we got our big nut there. So that looks okay. Okay, got the frame up, and all I need to do is get a little grease in these cups here that where the seals are on either side of the swing arm. And those, like I say, they go either side of the swing arm here. And down. There, I think. Except I probably need a washer over here. Let me see if I can find a washer. All right, and then we put our lock nut on. That should be good there, I believe. Okay, get our shock on back here. I'm going to have to raise this up just a little bit. Let's see where we're at. Okay, one's on. Let's see if we can get the other one. I had pretty good luck over at the hardware store today, getting some of the stuff I needed. I'm not sure. I think I've got some big washers that go on that, so I think I'll just put these acorn nuts on for now, just to kind of hold it together. And go ahead and run these bottom ones down. I got to give it to my local Ace Hardware. They're pretty good for some of the specialized nuts and bolts. I keep a lot of stuff on hand, but the different lengths of bolts are real expensive to keep in stock, so I don't do too much of that. Okay, get her set up here in the front. The bearings are already in and on the triple tree. And if you remember, we installed the tapered bearings. If you're looking for a part number for those, go back to the first episode and you should be able to find it there, or holler at me. Okay. This is the nastiest, greasiest grease at Bel-Ray. And then we got our seal and the dust cover. And then our special nut. And I've got to get a towel to wipe that grease off. Okay, and then we just use a spanner wrench to snug that up. Okay, on these tapered bearings, you want to always pull them up a little extra tight at first, work them, and then back them off a little bit, whatever you feel like. You know, you need some tension, but not much. There, I think I'll call that good. And here, get rid of some more of that grease. And get our top triple clamp on. And our nut and washer up here. And we'll just kind of leave this loose while we install the fork tubes. Now you remember the clip that we had on here, and it was rusty, so I replated the clips. And already got the one on. And it goes right there. I guess so it can't go any lower. So those are ready to install. I'm kind of wondering though, I bet I should put those I think I need to put the tubes in first. Yep. Let me back up here. Okay, that wasn't as big a deal as I thought it was going to be. Again, we're going to put a little oil on our fasteners as they go in. You know, just makes sense to do so. Keep them from galding up. All right, and I've got some new hardware up here. And $3 bolts. And $1.50 nuts. Everything appeared to be chrome on that. I couldn't get the chrome ones here, so I just had to get some new hardware. I'm not sure whether those were chrome, but these up here were for whatever reason. Of course, they are on the Yamahas too, so they're just trying to make it look a little spiffier up there. All right, so let's see if we can get these tubes on in. See, that's to keep those from going up any further, I guess that's the deal there. Let me snug this one up just a little bit. so it doesn't fall back down while I'm getting the other one in. There we go. And then we'll just go ahead and put the snap rings back on. They just snap right in there. I was trying to make it difficult. Seems like that's the way we are sometimes. And I guess we've just got to play with how we want them. Okay, we've got a cross bolt here that goes in. And then we'll I'll get a set of handlebars, and I've got to install the headlight ears. So before I do that, I've got to go clean up the rubbers, so I'll do that. And I've still got to get a front tire on also. So let me go see if I can find a fresh set of handlebars. Okay, got a new set of bars, and we'll get them started. I'm sure it'll have to come off at some point, and I did put a little oil on my bolts here. But at least once I get the wheel on it and with the handlebars, I'll be able to move it around a bit if I need to. This is one of those new tires. It's a Duro HFR. Duro HFR. It's a similar tread, but it is different. And it costs a little more. A couple of my viewers told me about some other tires, and I can't remember the name of them right now, but they look about the right size, but they're like twice the price. That's the only problem I have with them. Which, I mean, as long as you can get them, I guess that's the name of the game. Okay, I'm going to take this out and kind of wash the tire jizz off. Okay, I get to take this off yet again, just to put the headlight ears on. It's not a big deal, but something different than what I'm used to messing with, so it can be forgotten from time to time. Those are really, the other one went right on. I think I probably need some soap. I think this was at the lowest setting when I got it, but you know, I guess you just gotta see what works for you. I'll set them in the middle for now. There we go. And let's see, we've got to get the frame up just a little bit in order to get the front wheel under it. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think we can get there. So we'll get our backing plate in here and make sure our speedometer is turned the right way. And we've got a dust cover. I need a little grease on that too. Just a little bit around the dust cover there. Dust cover slash spacer, I guess it is. All right. This one has got this kind of this little stud sticking out on this side, and I think the other side uses the top of the bolt. So I still need to come up a little bit. Let's see if we can make that work. Still a little more. And I assume we're going to stick it back here at the back. I don't know where most people, I really haven't ridden many of these with these adjustable forks, but on a lot of the bikes, they're out in the front so you can get the most wheelbase as possible. But you just have to try it, I guess, and see what suits your fancy. Let's see. We've got the brake stay. We just put the back one on. Now we've got the front one here. And I'm going to have to find some hardware, but something like that. Let me see what I can find for hardware. And these, of course, have got these neat little locks here. These were never even turned over on this bike. I assume they're supposed to be bent over, but never was. Got one for the top. Oops. I guess it'd help if I put it in the right way. I remember putting all these bikes together when I was a youngster, so it, you know, you probably probably wonder you don't have a lot of lawsuits or something forgetting to tighten something up. You know, I was pretty young when I was there. That's a lot of responsibility for a young kid. Okay, got the other side already. And I did tighten the bolt here into the hub. I think I'm to the point where I need to pull the stand out and take the bike off, turn it around, put it back in the other way. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tighten up my bolt up here before I tighten these and the pinch, of course. Oops. Oh, I thought I had that. I guess it does go on there. Okay. and just snug up our bottom bolts there. Okay, this is kind of a complicated thing here. This, you get a washer and a spring and a snap ring. Okay, looks like we got it. And then the foot peg goes over it, and you can't get new ones, so I've got to just do with what I've got here. And besides that, you've got a bolt on the back here you can't tighten it through here. I guess you could tighten it underneath, but probably really need to hold this, so I'm going to take it up to the vise and tighten this one, and then just get it square with it, and then we can deal with that. And I got both of them like that. But the one good thing about this, it's really adjustable. You've got these splines, and I just put some red Loctite on this one. I'm not going to put the thing in permanent right now, so I'm leaving the other side loose. I'm not going to put any on yet. Just going to stick it in and pull it up. And I got to get the snap ring on this one too. Okay. So we got the other one, and just put it on there. See, this is an engine mount too, so we don't want that to be forever tightened yet. Kind of hard to get it set the same though. I think that's it. Oh, of course, move the other side. So I put a little tire changing goo in there, and we're just going to turn that around to where it looks the best. And then we've got a special washer goes in there, and then a bolt. That's quite the deal. You just can't get any parts for it anymore. I thought I had them. I ordered new ones, and just got a call from Rocky Mountain just a little while ago and said they can't get them anymore. Okay, so that's this side. All right, and there's the other side. The one thing that I've got is I had some leftover chain from putting up a utility light, I think, and that will go into this and then go to the the shifter, and you've got one for the other side too, and they use these little rings to attach. And I was able to find the same rings over at the hardware store that are pretty close. This chain really isn't what they used, but I had it, so that's what I'm going to use. And I'll wait to put all that stuff on when I am further along. But right now, I guess I can get the kickstand. Okay, get the skid plate on. I guess I've got to go get some hardware. I thought this was all 8mm stuff for the chain guide. And what else was it I was putting on? Oh, the kickstand. And it's not. It's 10mm. So I'm going to have to go to the store and find some more hardware. It's just the way it goes. But I've got the 10mm or 6mm stuff rather for the skid plate. So I think that is about as far as I can go today. I was trying to hook up the brake pedal and I'm missing, I think, a washer for that. So yeah, the chain guide here, it's going to be some 10mm hardware, and the kickstand also, and I need a big washer for back here before I put the cotter pin in, and I can probably get all this figured out here, but that's kind of where I'm at. I stock a lot of 8mm stuff, but I just stopped there. I've only got a couple 10mm items, so I just buy those as I need them, because generally they cost more. So we've made pretty good headway on this today. I was very surprised yesterday that I was able to get it sandblasted and painted, and then let it dry overnight and assembled it today. And there's something else. I think these grommets. There's 3 grommets that I can't get anymore, and of course I can't get these the foot peg rubbers. But I've got some of the other grommets coming, so I'll be able to use them. I may be able to use a Yamaha grommet here. I've got extras of those, so I'll try that. They're a little thinner, but well, we'll just see. I'll try them, see if I can make it work. Okay guys, there you have it. Got a pretty good start on the F7 Kawasaki today. Got a lot of, got all the wheels on, got the forks on. Sorted out most of the hardware. This is the one that the 3 grommets here that they no longer supply. So that's the one I'm going to have to experiment on the Yamaha ones, see if they'll work. Looks like the toolbox just bolts on, so that shouldn't be an issue. And I've got the grommets coming for these, and I think they're the most common one. So we'll see what that does. And of course these are the rear foot pegs, and we had to kind of rework those. And evidently that's one of my bolts here for this chain guard too. Or chain guide. So that is going to go up here, and I don't know. We may do something else there, because I'm not sure if these are the right ones. They've got this little piece right here where it should go so that it won't rotate, and that piece is not there on here. So I may have to do something else, or just see what I can figure out on that. But anyhow, I've got to find some hardware, and then we've got to start on the engine. So I've got lots of paint yet to do on the other bikes as soon as the weather straightens up. And this one here, I don't know how quick I'm going to get to, but we've got plenty of paint going. I've got the Yamaha 175 to put a set of main bearings in. So we got lots to do. So thanks for going along on the ride, and we'll see you next video.